Thank you so much for watching this third video in which I will explain the third anointing oil that we will make in a series of 7 feminine womb oils. My name is Rachel and I live in the Netherlands and I work with anointing oils for many years now. And today I invite you to make this third sacred oil with me with a beautiful ceremony and Venusian energies. And if you think it's fun, you can follow this program for free, and in which we will make 7 feminine based oils that we create in 7 ceremonies during, I think, 6 months. I'm not sure, maybe it's 7 months, but in this period of time we have 7 ceremonies. So I hope you have watched the previous 2 videos and video in which I explain the entire year program we are about to make. And the previous lesson was in Ophiuchus, and or let me say ceremony. And the ceremony after that was Sagittarius. And when I do ceremonies, I'd like to combine it with the teachings of Ashana Dean, Lisa Renee, and the works of Sri Kaleshwar. If you don't know them, you can find them on YouTube also. There's lots of information out there, but I love to combine the ceremonies with these 3 great teachers. And when I heard about these teachings 10 years ago, I was amazed. And, I opened up my consciousness, and I have because of that, I could create a lot of information on YouTube to follow, and also Soundtones, mantras, and much more. And with every video, I always place a PDF, a free PDF for you to download, so you can find out more information. And there are also worksheets. Well, the oils and I decided to give these teachings for free for as long as I can. So it's my job to help you find out how the anointing process works and to inspire you to do this for yourself. And I will not convince anyone to do this in his or her specific way, As I always say, I advise you to use your own mantras, your own light language, your own prayers, your own songs, and work with your own guides or your own belief system. And this teaching is just for inspiration, nothing more. So there is a wonderful ancient history where a lot of cultures upon earth worked with anointing oils. And, from the Mayas to the Aboriginals to South Africa to the Druids, everywhere, in ancient Greece. So it's totally up to you how you work with anointing oils, of course. And today we will create the oil in the sign of Capricorn. But before we do this, I would like to reflect of the oil from the previous period. And this is this oil, this is the Sagittarius oil. This was the previous oil that we created. And now we are creating, of course, in Capricorn, but with every ceremony we work with a team. And within Sagittarius, the theme was fire. So I have here a small PowerPoint, and the theme was to make the decision forward, to see that every zodiacal sign wants to test you. That was the theme within Sagittarius. And if you are still in the personality, or if you have grown up to soul level. And in this zodiacal game, where we are in, are you still playing it from the ego? And with emotions and many lessons to learn, or are you growing above it? It's to understand that we have to deal with the ego and its archetypes. So thank you, oil. I will use you in the future more often. And the oils are trying to make a bridge, because lesson 1 was the golden gate, and it is the starting point for the soul. And lesson 2 was understand the players in the game. the game that you are playing, right, with your incarnation. And lesson 3 is initiate yourself and feel the soul guiding you to hear your soul mission. And it's the first reason for incarnating at the first place, right? This is why you are incarnated, to follow the guidance of your soul. But before you can do this, you need to remember yourself. So this is what we are doing or trying to achieve with the oil. So what will we need for this ceremony? What I find beautiful is that lavender, because we will use lavender, as you see here in the PowerPoint. Lavender carries a message, and she says in Capricorn, hey, you are here now. Be part of creation. And what's your contribution? You know, what do you want to do here upon earth? And what is your passion? What is your joy? And where is your magic, you know, your happiness and your wisdom? So this is all lavender. And lavender is actually saying, I am helping you to stay connected with your higher self and to remind you that you are an enlightened master, because lavender has the color of violet, right? So it's the third eye, it's the 6th chakra. So we will also use myrrh and myrtle as a gatekeeper. And I will explain more of this later on in this ceremony. So Capricorn and Aries are both goats, horned goats. But one has its horns upwards toward the soul, that is Capricorn. And the other, Aries, the zodiac sign that the wheel starts with, when you follow the astrology zodiacal sign, then we always start in Aries. And Aries has his horns curled downwards. That's more the theme of I am magnetized upon the earth, right? So it's another position. And let me explain something about this, about the personality, because you have the personality, the soul, and the oversoul. And because the oils are very clear in this, the personality is all about feeling emotions. The personality is stuck in programs like shame, blame, or feeling victim, you know, or just maybe being the victimizer. And often the personality is also very harsh and rough on itself. And it wants also to be liked by others. Or it can be overwhelmed by anger or revenge, you know. And often it's also giving its power away. And some want to control others or gaslight others or be a narcissist. So you can, you know, be stuck in a personality if you feel these feelings that I just mentioned often. But above the personality, there is the soul. And above that, you have the oversoul, and the monad. And as long as your lower personality does not make the decision to, you know, to disconnect from those feelings that I just named, and that your personality is saying, okay, it's enough. Enough is enough. Why should I be ashamed? Why should I give my power away to be loved? Or why should I drown myself in all those emotions? Why do I want to have this, you know, powers towards others, to have control? Or, you know, the personality can decide from one moment, I don't want this anymore. And if this happens, and I try to explain this to you in the first lesson, that's Ophiuchus. So as soon as this happened, the soul is able to hook into the personality, to hook into you, right? And to come down and to master, finally be the master. And it says, okay, finally now I can step in. Now I can finally guide you, because you have, actually, you are You know, you, your higher self, your soul, your oversoul, your monad, have a soul mission here upon earth. So from this moment on, you give the soul the space in your body to hook into you. And you are doing this because you are longing to a higher version of yourself. So only now you are able not to be bound here upon earth anymore. So you finally understand the game, right? We did this in the lesson of Sagittarius, the game that you are in, you know, and to understand the archetypes. And now you are not hooked into the lower elements anymore. You are not hooked into the zodiacal signs anymore. You have grown above that, and you are not hooked to the two polarities anymore. No, you understand that there is a third polarity on soul level that the soul wants to hook in. And now the soul can help you heal your astral body, your etherical body, your aura, your thought forms, your mental mind, you know, sickness. And the soul can finally begin the ascension process for you. So you are free to decide what you want to do after you die, because you are not magnetized upon earth anymore, because you are not in the personality anymore. And the personality does not need to learn all those lessons anymore. You dissolve karma immediately because you are not hooked into that personality. And if you you start to make the decision to live from the higher dimensional planes. And in Keylontic science, you call this the higher dimension, harmonic universe 2 and harmonic universe 3. And in Ophiuchus, we decided to say to the soul, okay, you are the big boss now. This is what you decide in Ophiuchus. And I step aside, that's what the personality says, because the way I'm doing it is not working anymore in my life. So soul, oversoul, monad, please tell me what to do. What's my soul mission? Let's make space for you. I step aside. And what is the law of one? How can I find more universal flow in my life? And then you are helping Mother Earth, humanity, and the morphogenetic field. You are connected as a pillar of light, and you are illuminating your light from this moment as soon as you decide to let the soul hook into you. And this is all what Capricorn is about, because you finally allowed the soul in and not to play the game anymore. The game of the zodiacal signs from a lower perspective. So Capricorn wants the soul to be initiated. And, it's a mountain. It's a goat, it loves mountains and it wants to climb up. And the higher you get, the more you remember. So let me tell you a little bit about Capricorn, because Capricorn teaches you how to climb from the lower self to the higher self, to perceive an initiation of the soul. And it's like climbing a mountain of remembrance, right? Like I just said, the higher you get, the more you remember. And in the ancient Babylonian tradition, Capricorn was called the horned goat, with the lower body of a fishtail. You saw this in the previous picture, and this is why I also created water underneath this mountain, because he's connected to the water. But what is water? Water is emotion, right? So it wants to climb up, and it wants to control the emotions. So Earth needs to control the water element. Capricorn on the higher dimensional planes wants to create order, structure, responsibility, and grounding, and make sure you are mature, emotional mature, and to find that stability within you. So this is what Capricorn is. It's nothing more, it's nothing less. And this is Capricorn from the higher dimensional planes. So look upon it from harmonic universe 2, soul level, and harmonic universe 3, oversoul level. So Capricorn asks you a very simple but a deep question. What is your passion? You know, and this is all connected to the virtues of the law of one. The virtue is passion that is connected to Capricorn. So you can find passion if you find your real purpose. And if you can let go of emotions and initiate yourself, that's when you can find passion. And what did you come to do here on Earth? So, and then Capricorn says, let's focus on that, not on the noise of the world. And yes, it feels vulnerable to show yourself if you want to focus yourself on your soul mission, because your surroundings and the people that are surrounding you are saying, hey, what are you doing? You are different. You ain't the person you were. And maybe I don't like you anymore. But that's when you are living your true soul level, as soon as this happens in your surroundings. So yes, it feels vulnerable to show yourself in this way. But don't focus on I can't, or I'm not good enough, or, you know, blaming your circumstances. To have the ambition to live from a higher dimensional plane. And the lower expression, because we have two expressions, right? We have the higher expression. I have explained you all about this from soul level. But the lower expression of Capricorn is to test you. And this is where normal astrology is about. It's to test you. It wants to control, and, you know, it wants to control a lower ambition. So to buy stuff and to feel, to feel ambitions, and it's where the ego is evolved, right? And it's also about to control others or how they see you. And we can see a perfect example in the story of Joshua. And let me show you here a new picture. Because when he was baptized and anointed by John the Baptist in the Jordan River, if you follow those stories, I just love the examples that are in the Bible, because there's a lot of metaphor in it, you know, to compare. And yeah, I found it beautiful to read the stories, but it's not that I'm that connected to it. But, you know, Joshua spent 40 days in the wilderness, withdrawing deeply into himself. He needed that time, those 40 days. Those 40 days were very important for him to find himself, you know. And we, with Capricorn, are also in a sort of withdrawing deeply within yourself, right? And during that period of time, when he was finding himself more, he was offered at the mountaintop all the kingdoms of the world. Power, wealth, and control. And if you follow the teachings of Ashana Dean and Lisa Renee, they would have said that these are the negative alien agendas. So you can say, you know, in the Bible they call it Satan, or, you know, the negative energies. But Joshua could have become the most powerful man on earth. But he chose not to have that ambition. And he said to the noise, go away from me. You know, negative alien agenda, or devil, or whatever you want to call it. He said, go away from me. You are noise. And this is also how I call it. It's noise. It's not helping you be into focus, you know, to work on your ascension process. And he remained focused on his purpose. This is what Joshua did. He remained focused on his soul mission. And He remained focused on the pillar of light, you know, that he came to bring, on what level or what dimension. But for me, this is exactly what Capricorn is about. Removing the noise and fully committing to your true soul mission and your passion. And this is what the oil says to you. Here I am. Let's work with passion and devotion. So this is the topic of this oil. So now I have explained this, you know what to work with. You know the entire process, that you will anoint yourself, that this is the topic. And this is very important because every bottle will have its own lesson, its own message to you. So when you write into your journal while working with this specific oil that we are about to create, you will have experiences with this topic. So I hope you will write in your journal, and within the end of these sacred womb oils, while working with oils, you know, they will guide you to be an entire new person and to look upon the earth and the dimensional planes and the galaxy from a new perspective. So, and this is expanding your awareness. And the more you expand yourself, the more you remember, right? So this is why we work with the oils, because they get stuck on you. And every morning that you wake up, or every evening that you go into bed, or whatever, wherever your oil is, you know, every time it reminds you to find your soul, to be connected to your soul, to know that you are in a matrix, to know that you are in a game, to know that you are here to master your personality. So this is why this is not just a teaching or just a ceremony. No, the oil is next to your bed and reminds you every time. So this is, you know, why I have on every bottle, when I turn it around, you see a sticker. And this sticker is the topic of this oil, so you don't forget, right? And in time, you can choose which oil do I need. And then you can read on the back of your oil, what's the topic? Ah, yes, that's what I need right now. So this is how you work with the sacred oils. Well, before we can create and do the ceremony and create the new oil in lavender in the sign of Capricorn, we need to do a meditation. Why? Because it's very important to be in the right energy. Because if you have the right frequency, then the oil is more powerful. So therefore, I advise you to do a meditation with me. And this meditation is going very deep. And it's also speaking about the horns of the goat. And I invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath from the core of the earth. And in the core of the earth, there is a plasma core. There is a blue flame, a blue light, an aquiline blue flame that works with us, that's trying to align us, that works with earth. And take a deep breath from this core of the earth into your 12th chakra, that's 6 inches underneath your feet. Take a deep breath from the core of the earth. And slowly let this blue light rise up into your central vertical column, your spine. Let it go up to your higher heart. That's the point right above your heart, your azure point. And in your heart, the 8th dimension, your higher heart, there is the 0 point. And there in this 0 point, there is the Amorea flame. And the Amorea flame wants to connect your monad, your oversoul, your avatar, your soul, and your personality. They want to connect. She wants to anchor this into your 0 point, into your higher heart. So feel this blue light that you are breathing in. Amplifying your higher heart and illuminating out. Beautiful. And now I want you to visualize the diamond sun above your head. It's a big, beautiful, radiating diamond sun. We call it the aquiline sun. And it's connected to all the 7 rays. And it's connected to the crystal light. And there is nothing that can disturb or override this diamond light. Because diamond is the most powerful in our universe. It's the most pure in our universe. It's the most crystic in our universe. Because it's only attracting pure molecules. And everything that is disturbed or negative or has shadow elements within it is not able to hook into the diamond light. So therefore it's so important to connect to this diamond above your head. And let crystalline fluid drop into your system. Drop into your body. We call this crystalline fluid that holds your blueprint, that holds your memory. We call this crystalline fluid the crystal river. And let it fill your body. Connect with it. 48D now, 48D now, 48D now. And again, hold your breath for a moment and feel yourself becoming larger, bigger than you are now. Feel yourself expanding. And we ask the guardians connected to the law of one, the crystal river that emanates from the diamond sun, to be present and hold space for this ceremony and beyond. After this ceremony, hold space for us for the entire period that we will work with this oil. Now, gently release yourself from your physical body, because as human bodies, we have the ability to be in more than one place at the same time with our consciousness. See yourself standing on a high mountain peak, because we are in the sign of Capricorn. So visualize that you are climbing upon a high mountain peak. Which mountain it is, it's completely your own choice. Is it Mount Kailash in Tibet? Is it Mount Fuji? Mount Shasta in California? Or Mount Everest? Or Uluru in Australia? Is it Mount Sinai in Egypt? It can be every mountain in the Himalaya, Machu Picchu, the Ararat, Mount Etna. Choose your mountain or move between different mountain peaks and feel the wind blowing in your face. Hear the wind. You feel a deep, serene silence. Take a deep breath in to anchor yourself. And only you could arrive here. No one carried you to this place. It was your decision to come here. This is the place of your higher knowing. And you did this all by yourself. And you look down and you see Aries, the first zodiac sign of the ego. And you are now almost in the last zodiac sign, Capricorn. And the horns of Aries are curled downwards, curled towards the I am consciousness. But now, you know this was you at the beginning of your incarnation cycle. And this will be you again, but then from a higher perspective. And you had to carve your path through life using your divine willpower and your mind. Your horns were once turned toward your lower 3 chakras. And through your training in mastery, you learned how to gain control over your ego, over your lower nature, over the first 3 chakras. And you are no longer led by instinct anymore. This is the past. You now made a decision to live on soul level. And with each zodiac sign, your horns slowly rise higher. And now you are in Capricorn. Now you know the law of one. Now you know that the soul has hooked into you. You have divine power without ego. You have responsibility without pride. You have learned this. You have leadership without followers, and authority over yourself and not over others. And now you stand on the mountain of initiation. Your horns show mastery. You are the master. You were always the master. And your horns are pointing towards your 13th chakra, just above your head. And your horns are like 2 divine receiving antennas at the highest point of earth, on this beautiful mountain, this magical mountain. And feel a deep current flowing from your horns down to your spine. Feel the rotating movement of Shiva moving through you, of energy moving through you. And let it spiral through your entire body. And take a deep breath from the diamond sun, from your higher self, because you are being initiated by your higher self. And say inwardly, here I am. Send me. It's my will that your will be done, my beloved soul. I am that I am, and we are one. And feel what your higher self wants to tell you. Notice it in your dreams. Listen for the signs during the day while you anoint yourself. Hear it in your meditation and trust yourself. And your precious horns are now initiated. They are both containing the liquid crystals that you need to create this oil. And they represent your sacred oil. And this is your holy horn. And this horn has been used in ancient days to anoint lands, cities, priests, kings, queens. And this horn holds your liquid soul fluid, your crystal river light, your diamond light, your blueprint on soul level, your authority, and all your geometric structure, your first sound tone. And this horn holds the instruction set that you need on soul level to bring your mission into form. And with these codes, we will create the oil. Om Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah, Karaya Sata Allah. Now slowly open your eyes. Thank your hands. Rub your hands. Because we are holding the codes to create the oil. Congratulations. Let's make the anointing oil. And here I have the recipe. And what we will need is a candle, incense, and of course your empty bottle. And everything that needs to be in this recipe. So take your scarf, take your bottle, and we want to be very respectful with our bottle because she is a vessel and we want to honor her energy. And in ancient days, mirrors loved to breathe in the oil, but now we will only breathe for hygienic purposes, and we want to work with this oil for a longer period of time. And we know more now, of course. We want to breathe at the bottle, but not in the bottle. Towards, but not in the oil itself for hygienic purposes. And we always treat our bottle like she is a vessel, like a womb, like Mary carried the Christ codes in her womb. She was prepared, and her mother before that was prepared for it too. And we always want to use, we acknowledge that the oil that we work with is also crystal's light. And crystals means anointed one. And it's anointed light, crystal light actually, and connected to the law of one. And your vessel is holding this light into it. So therefore we respect it. And therefore also we respect the oil, and we don't shake the oil, but it's a spirit, it's an entity, it's an ally. And therefore, it's very important to respect the bottle as also a being. And we start with 3 drops of myrtle. Myrtle is our gatekeeper. And why do we start with the gatekeeper? Because we always want to be protected while we use the oil. And why do we use 3 drops? We use 3 drops because of the 3 polarities. We have the rajas, the sattva, and the tamas, the negative, the positive, and the neutral polarity. And therefore we use 3 drops in our oil. It's symbolically that we use 3 of it. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Then connect with the myrtle and ask the myrtle to connect with you and to work with you. So first, smell her. This is training your synapses in your brain to train that this smell is connected to guardians also, this scent. And let's place an ode to Myrtle. Dear Myrtle, we ask you this time to manifest as spirit who guards our lines of time, of focus, of order in every dimension, because we are working with the sacred codes of Capricorn. And you are the sacred geometry that is incarnated into this oil during this ceremony. We ask you to work from these higher planes, from the holy horn of Capricorn, and alert us and notify us whenever we become distracted by the noise, by nonsense, by thought forms, by attacks or infiltration from any dimension. Please alert us when this happens. When we feel this in our inner gut, within our inner system, within our intuition, and together with the core councils, we ask you to shut down every form of distraction that does not bring us where we are meant to be, and stop us from if we move too far into discipline, responsibility, severity, or dogma, because this was never the intention of the divine creation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Om. Now breathe in that diamond crystalline light from the diamond sun. Breathe in from the 14th dimension, and actually Capricorn is at the 11th dimension. Breathe in towards your bottle. And now we place in lavender. We use a dilution of 2.2%. If you think that is too much, then you can use 15 drops or 12 drops. And if you think 18 drops is more than enough, then use the 18 drops. 18 drops is very safe for a leave on, and always do, make sure that you don't have any allergies, and always do a patch test while using every anointing oil, and make sure that you are not pregnant or use it on your animals or babies, or make sure that it is for you only, and carry it also in a safe place so nobody can take it by accident. So let's place in 18 drops of lavender, and I have 2 types of lavender, and I will use, so therefore I would like to play with it because it's 2 types, so I use 9 of this one. So, and I will use 9 drops of the other one. Make sure that you are using fresh oils, and that you know the bottle where it came from. It's all on it. It's very important to know these things while working with oil. There comes a small responsibility with it while you work with it. So you can always track down which bottle you used for this. And I also write this in my journal. Okay, let's make an ode to lavender. Together they smell so great. So connect and train your synapses in your head that lavender is connected to follow, to ground ourselves and to follow our soul mission. So dear lavender, we call you in to connect us in a gentle and relaxed way, because this is your scent, with our eternal soul mission, and activate the pure geometry in the violet flame. Harmonize us with our higher self so we can feel great clarity, what we are meant to do here upon earth. And let us find joy and magic, and guide us with the light of Venus, and teach us what true focus is, to serve the higher purpose without noise, just only focus, but also with your magical violet flame. Take a deep breath. Feel the peace, feel the calm, the harmony. Don't feel the rush or pressure anymore or force anymore. Feel yourself being guided through the violet flame. Oh, this is amazing. So now we say, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, and breathe in the codes from the diamond sun above our head, who holds all the 7 rays, who holds the 7 suns, who holds the crystal fluid of our blueprint, of our remembrance, of our geometric codes, and breathe. Connect to it through your higher heart, through your Amoreya flame. So now we are connecting with the myrrh. Myrrh is very important because she connects us to the divine mother matrix that we are living in. So she is always used in our womb oil because this is our sacred womb oil, right? So connect with the myrrh. 3 drops, Raja, Sattva, Tamo, negative, positive, neutral polarity. Hold it against your heart. Smell it. Dear myrrh, through this oil, connect us not only with the cosmic mother, but also with the cosmic father. He carries the codes of discipline, intellect, natural order and rhythm from higher dimensional planes, not from pressure, but from soul level. Through the masculine, allow us to feel grounded and anchored into the father principle. Let us feel carried. Let us feel nurtured. Myrrh, we place you here to ground us with the cosmic mother and the cosmic father, to unite the 2 sacred geometry of water and land. Om Dimram 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 Amakama Chakra Prakshalana Vaham. Beautiful. So now we fill up our bottle with jojoba oil or castor oil, and they hold a lot of vitamin E. And I also advise you to add in later on some drops of tocopherol, that's vitamin E, to keep your oil fresh for a very long period of time. So fill it up, this bottle, with 50 milliliters of lavender oil, initiated in the sign of Capricorn. So beautiful. So we have a bottle of 50 milliliter right now. And in the end of this ceremony, because we want to amplify the codes, we want to bring in, we want to anoint ourselves with it. And after this ceremony, after we have sing the mantras, then we place in 25 milliliters. You don't have to if you don't want to, if you just want to create one oil. But if you want to follow the entire series, then we place in 25 milliliters into our womb bottle. And we do this in the end because we first want to sing the mantras in our oil. And the mantras are connected to the Keelantic science and also to Sri Kaleshwar and also to the teachings of Lisa Renee. And this, what I have here, I will always do in every oil that we create. These are the virtues. The virtues are connected to the law of one. And if you want to live from soul level, then the law of one is very important to follow because you have more flow in your life. And we can sing mantras, we can sing sound tones to connect to this flow. So let's sing this mantra. Aonubuna hode yana sanwa tuwa yung tua swan. Aonubuna hode yana sanwa tuwa yung tua swan. Aonubuna hode yana sanwa tuwa yung tua swan. And the name of this virtue is Wu Yun Ptu. Wu Yun Ptu. Wu Yan Ptu. Wu Yan Ptu. Wu Yan Ptu. This is connected to the sound tone, and the sound tone, the virtue that is behind it, that is connected to the loved one, is passion. Oyan Ptu, Oyan Ptu, and it's connected to the earth element. Breathe in from that diamond sun that we are connecting to, from the crystal river, the crystals, and connected to the crystals, so to the pure crystal light, and breathe it at your bottom. Then let us connect to the 12 tribes. The 12 tribes all have donated DNA into this earth, into this system. And it's a long history. You can find it in my other PDFs. But the 12 tribes are connected to our 12 DNA strands. And I've also sing mantras on YouTube. So please go over there if you want to know more. But for now, we only sing the mantra. Orel doka oi ke kudara. Orel doka oi ke kudara. Orel doka oi ke kudara. Breathe in. Arion yaki. Arion leya. Arion sheya she. That is the 15th dimension, the 14th dimension, and the 13th dimension. So from this dimatrix, so these are the higher dimensional planes. Arion yaki. Arion leya. Arion sheya she. Arionia alhumbra ilesa. Arionia alhumbra ilesa. Arionia alhumbra ilesa. Omae treinae ekasha. Breathe. Hold your bottle against your heart. Connect to these sound tones that amplify our 12 DNA strands. And now we will connect to the crystal elementals. Re Sa Jun. Re Sa Jun. Re Sa Jun. These are the crystal elementals from the crystals. And this is Etale, Crystale, that is the earth element. And this is how you pronounce it in Anuhazi from the higher dimensions. Itale, Crystale, Itale, Crystale, Itale, Crystale. We call upon on you the earth element from the higher dimensional planes. Breathe in and breathe against your bottle. Beautiful. And now we will sing the mantra, the earth mantra. And this is the earth mantra from Sri Kaleshwar. And we visualize that you hold your thumb. I will hold my thumb on the bottle. And hold your thumb because this is connected to the earth element. And I want to ask you if you want to hold one thumb upon the floor. If you are sitting on the ground or upon the table or upon the earth, wherever you are, and then sing this mantra, connect to this mantra. Om Shra Nam Bum Bhutiswari Mama Kuru Shwa. 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 So we ask in the earth element. So breathe in from the core of the earth, the blue flame, and breathe it to your bottle. Hold it against your heart. And what we always do is sing the womb mantra. And you can find it on YouTube with the PDF. Om Dim Ram, Dim Ram, Dim Ram, Mama Kama Chakra Prakshalana Avaham. Om Dim Ram, Dim Ram, Dim Ram, Mama Kama Chakra Prakshalana Avaham. Om Dim Ram, Dim Ram, Dim Ram, Mama Kama Chakra Prakshalana Avaham. Om Dim Ram, Dim Ram, Dim Ram, Mama Kama Chakra Prakshalana Avaham. Om, 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 Om. Perfect. So now we have sing the mantras, and it's very beautiful now to do the anointing process. And the anointing process is to ground ourselves, and we can never ever follow our soul if we haven't healed ancestral patterns, if we haven't healed family patterns. So therefore we will use this oil also to ground ourselves better, because it's not possible to follow your ambition or to follow your soul mission if you haven't healed this in your basic template, in your blueprint. So I will ask you to place a few drops on your hands, because now we will connect to the earth element. Breathe in the beautiful scent of lavender to ground yourself. And I have here for you a picture of your family. And whoever you are, wherever you live, this is just a representation of the Father Principle and the Mother Principle and you. And what I will ask you is to visualize your parents, and so we can earth ourselves, we can ground ourselves with the earth element. So it's not possible to create if we do not have to solve our base chakra, and if we don't have this strong foundation. So please connect to the scent in your hand. Slowly rub your hands and between your palms until it becomes warm, and place your hand on your both shoulders. So in this way, you hold the masculine and the feminine in your wholeness, with your heart in the center. So please close your eyes while you are connecting to the scent, and see yourself as a 3-year-old toddler, as a 3-year-old child. And your parents are sitting together in their perfect form in front of a large campfire. And one more time, they are sitting there in their perfect form from soul level, not from their personality, but they are sitting there from soul level for who they have to be. They will always be on soul level. And your mother takes you on her lap, and you rest your ear on her heart, and your father wraps both of his arms around you, and you feel the safety that should always have been there, and you feel your mother's heart and your father's protection, and your father takes your anointing oil and says, and remember, this is a Druidic tradition, this is an ancient tradition, what they did in ancient days. And your father takes the oil and says, I see you, I love you, you are whole. And as you sit there with your parents as it should have always been. You now see your father as a 3-year-old child being held by his parents. And if you cannot visualize this, then please look at the PowerPoint picture. And your mother is also being held and cherished by her parents. Your 4 grandparents say to your parents, I see you. I love you. You are whole. And you continue moving back throughout the generation. Your grandparents are now also being held by their parents. And look at the picture if you cannot imagine it. And softly repeat the womb mantra. Om Dim Ram Dim Ram Dim Ram. Mama Kama Chakra Prakshalana Avaham. This mantra is to heal soul wounds and to connect to the Divine Mother. Om Dim Ram Dim Ram Dim Ram. Mama Kama Chakra Prakshalana Avaham. And now we go one step further, because we want to stop the cycle if there are problems in your youth. So now visualize your own children and say, I see you. I love you. You are whole. And now you continue to your future or present grandchildren and say, I see you. Anoint them with your oil. I love you. You are whole. You can do this also on them if you are working with this oil and when you see them. Now place your hands on your tailbone and say the following. I break all trauma, contracts and miasms and old samskaras and everything that is not purely aligned with God, with Source, with the mother field, with this pure cosmic and divine matrix. Now, guardians, help me to purify this. Now place your hands on your higher heart and one on your womb and say, the higher heart is right above your heart. I align every light fiber and every cell in my entire being with Source. My cosmic clock is aligned. My compass will only point to the true north. And I accept no power standing between me and the pure cosmic Father and pure cosmic Mother, Ilesama. I am that I am, and we are one. Take a deep breath in from the core of the earth and the diamond above your head. Try to breathe in from both ways into your heart, into your oil. And place your both palms in front of your 6th chakra. And in your 6th chakra, a sun appears, made of cosmic earth, water, fire, air, and ether. And everything is now integrated and complete in your 6th chakra. Remember, we are working with lavender. That's the violet flame that is connected to the 6th chakra. And we are working with the elements. So this is why we are doing it in this way. Now, if you want to anoint your hands, it's to release whatever is holding you back from feeling or hearing or following your soul mission. You can anoint your wrists, and your knees are very connected to the Capricorn, but also your hair. Your hair is also connected to Capricorn because it's connected to the horns, right? So, and how can you climb? How can you climb towards your soul mission? And how can you hear your soul speaking to you if you are not anchored? If you do not climb. So you can always anoint your feet to bring structure into your foundation. So hold your feet and visualize that you are climbing up that mountain to hear your soul speaking to you. Now place your hands on the back of your neck. It is your brainstem. And this is also the mouth of God. And if you need crystal clear focus, then you anoint the back of your neck to organizing your thoughts and standing in your true authority. Beautiful. So we have done the anointing process. So we are following a program. So first we say the following to protect our oil. And to protect our oil we say Kum Ta'ara Ishada Eta. This oil is unseen and protected. It is not being seen. It's invisible through all false light lenses and the core councils and the higher dimensional planes of the 40th dimension, the 15th dimension and the 13th dimension protect this oil. And it's also protected to the power of the elation flame and the core councils. Kum Ta'ara Ishada Eta. So now we place 50 milliliters of this oil. And remember, this is our third oil. So let me show it to you so you can understand. So this is our third oil. So we open up our bottle. We open it only, I have a pump to get less oxygen in it, because it's very important to keep your oil fresh. So now you place 25 milliliters. So if you have a bottle of 50 milliliters, then it's the half of your bottle. Place it into your oil. Not entirely down. Beautiful. You'll keep your bottle open, your lavender oil bottle. Now slowly stir it. And remember, this oil is to help you to stand in your true authority, to support you in your soul mission, and to guide you through powerful traditions. And this oil that we are creating here is trying to connect you through the soul. So from the next point on, when we are in Aries, when this bottle is done, finished, when we have created this oil, when it's completed, then we are working with the zodiac from soul level. And then we will receive clear transmissions from our higher self to organize everything that we came into this earth to do. So this oil has been stirred, and now I'll place a few drops into, because the wisdom of the previous oils are in this one, right? So I'll place a few drops. You decide how much into this new bottle that we will work with, this lavender bottle. Now we close it. Now we have 3 bottles. We have the ether element, we have the fire element, and we have the earth element into our womb bottle, right? And today we will work with the lavender with the Capricorn. Kum Ta'ara Ishada Eta. You are protected to all false light lenses. Kum Ta'ara Ishada Eta. So now my only advice to you is to go and write. This is the oil of initiation, right? So let us chant Om. Breathe in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I wish you a lot of love and joy while working with this oil. Thank you so much for attending this new ceremony aligned with Venus. And yeah, I hope you have a lot of fun working with your soul and your personality. Mwah.